ladies, T-Birds, just happen to be watchers of my shit. My name is JImmiPynk. I got way too many issues for this to be a normal review. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I finished watching Orange is the New Black. I thought I was gonna be doing these episodic reviews, but because I finished the whole rest of the season, and if you have not seen my episode 1 and episode 2 review, I'll link it to the end of the video. So basically a 10 episode stint. I'm gonna be honest. I was interested enough in the season, but it is definitely my least favorite season of this series. Damn it, Jenji Cohen. I was rooting for you, but it's that same shit that you did with Weeds. You got rid of some of the best characters and introduced these new characters, and some of them was alright. And then the rest of them was like, what was the point? And then we have some that we're not even going to see no more after this season, so they were introduced, and we were done with them this season. So I just basically wrote down characters, and we're going to go from there. First of all, Frida. The reason Frida tried to kill herself is because she got somebody 30 more years. One of the bosses, Carol to be exact. We'll get into Carol and Barb in a minute. I didn't even write their names down. Goddamn. And that's how I did. Carol and Barb is next. And she got them 30 more years. First of all, question number 1. How they ain't already had 30 more years and they killed their sister? Like, who was their lawyer? Because they didn't get life in motherfucking prison. Who was their lawyer? Because they had a badass lawyer. Both sisters. They killed their little sister. Because they didn't want to move around no more because their little sister got all the attention because she was a gymnast. Now, I'll tell you what. I like the Barb and Carol storyline. One ran C block, one ran B block, C block, one ran D block. They're sisters. As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, they were twins. And they both got prison time for killing their little sister. They started arguing over some petty shit because one wanted more attention than the other one, because that was always their problem. The little sister always got all the attention. That's why they killed her. So they both fucked up in the head. They separate them. We get their backstory. We get how they ended up in prison. We get this whole story about how they started beefing. This story about the classifieds and the glass of ice. And then at the end, we find out it really wasn't neither one of their damn story. And they end up having this plan to go kill Frida. They just was about to set a whole war so they can go kill Frida. And then they end up killing each other. And then that's it. We spent so much motherfucking time this season on Carol and Barb for this to be it. No more Carol and Barb. They died at the end. And then magically Kickball saved everything. We ain't fighting no more because of Kickball. I'll get to some more problems I have. Moving on from Carol and Barb, let's talk about Madison. Baddison. We hurry up and get her backstory. Did anybody else notice? You know, sometimes it was taking us 2 and 3 seasons to get the characters that we know of Orange is the New Black's backstory. And we got all these new characters that we got their backstory right away. Madison, our new antagonist, who is straight up and down just a bully for bully's sake because she got bullied, was acting out, went to a boot camp, accidentally set somebody on fire. They really started to call her Batterson, and she started to realize Well, if I become the bully, I won't get bullied no more and lived her whole life by that, and now she in prison. That's fine. Give me the backstory why she in prison, though. Then y'all could have gave me the backstory of how she got to be this much of a fucking cunt in season 7. Why is she in prison? What did she do to get in prison, though? Also, I really didn't like her. I mean, we just gonna have a fucking bully just to be a bully. Everybody else, we had bullies in prison this whole time. We've always had bullies. Carol and Barb was bullies. But we know why, because they was the bosses. Daddy was a bully. We know why, because Daddy was always overprotective of what she considered to be her girls, because that is what she always did. I'm going to keep you in line. I'm going to let you kick it. I'm going to supply the drugs for you, but I'm going to make sure you don't go too motherfucking far, and I'm going to control you, but don't nobody hurt my bitches. We find out she was a pimp. So that makes perfect sense why Daddy is like that. That's what she did. Daddy actually is my favorite character, especially out of the new ones, was Daddy. And it was because of her backstory. What I would like to know is did you land in prison for pimping? Or we know that one dude killed one of her girls, and then she had one of the girls that was like her favorite. That, like, really she was like kind of like fucking with. And then the dude wanted her. Then we didn't see no more of Daddy's backstory. So I wonder if that girl ends up dead too and she snaps. Or they set her up for the murder some kind of way. Or she just got picked up because she was out here gorilla pimping. Like, she was big time pimping. She had the big nice house in motherfucking Miami. Like, she was doing the damn thing. I feel like that's almost what they wanted to do with Ruby Rose. Because Daddy was giving me a Ruby Rose feel. And we know she got sent to Max. But I feel like Ruby Rose didn't sign on for season 6, so they brought in a whole new character to do that. And let me know if y'all thought that way. What I didn't like, and I'm just going to say it, I don't like that I'm gay now because I'm in prison. I don't like that. I know that is something that happens. However, I didn't see Daya going down that road of any of the characters. Somebody like Lorna, who always wanted attention. I mean, you in prison because you was stalking a dude. You married some dude that was your pen pal and is having his baby and sending him to go beat the dude up. Those type of characters I can understand turning gay because those are, I don't want to say weak-minded, but crave attention. Are weaker people. Even life in prison, I would see Di fucking one of the guards again before I would see her start fucking a chick. But there you go. She's also on drugs now too. Started with them good OCs, oxycordones. Because she was in pain because they was beating her ass because they think she killed the guard, which she didn't. That other crazy bitch did. But they was whooping Tasty ass too. Tasty ain't turning drugs, and Tasty is the one that should have turned fucking drugs. Boy, she got all of it. She got charged with inciting the riot and second-degree murder for Piscatelli. Like, she got fucked. And Black Cindy, you told on her on accident. They was going to try to charge you with, they said your fingerprints was on the gun. You got a little bit too hyped and said that's because I took the gun off T. They was like, are you responding to Tasha Washington? You kind of fucked up. But you should have said something before that. And then when you did say something, your lawyer didn't want you to say nothing. Didn't want to change your testimony. Caputo was really working hard, quit his job and everything. Caputo, you the real MVP this season. Let's go into Tasty since we're talking about that. Tasty storyline was fucking trash. Tasty is probably was a lot of people's favorite character. Because despite everything, she always seemed to be pragmatic. She always seemed to be in a pretty good mood. You know, and we understand she's upset about Pusey. We get it. For her storyline simply to be her being like just straight up miserable and her going to prison again, well, she already in prison, but getting charged with the shit. This is the problem. That was a major plot line, Gingy Cohen. There was not enough focus on that for that to be one of the major repercussions of what happened last season. It was not. It was handled poorly. We didn't get enough of it. There's that. Speaking of it, and let's get into Blanca. Even though Tasty got charged with all the shit, the one thing this whole goddamn season, when I got to that finale and Blanca was getting out, and I kept saying, I'm like, is Blanca gonna get killed? Is something gonna happen to Blanca at the kickball game? She gonna die? What happened was so much worse. She called her dude. This is what I don't understand about this. And I think this is why this pissed me off so bad about Blanca. She goes immediately from releasing her to prison to going into custody for immigration. First of all, if somebody isn't a U.S. citizen, how do you put them in the prison system? That's just a question that I have. I'm going to have to find that out. Secondly, you release them directly to immigration. Because now, thanks to Linda's bald-headed ass, we'll get to that bitch in a minute, with her petty, bitter ass, and goes right into getting help for immigration. They brought it up. Her dude has a green card. He came into the prison and said, I want to be with you. I want the family. I want the family. I want you to have my baby and all this stuff. And she don't have no green card. Now, granted, you didn't know she was getting released when she did. But why is she going to immigration and why is this so hard? Because she could just say, I'm engaged to somebody that's got their motherfucking green card as a U.S. citizen. So in turn, I'm about to be one. I'm just in prison. When I get out, the man is going to marry me. And they went through all them interviews and all that shit. And because they really do have a relationship and they really are in love with each other, they would have been able to answer all them questions, blah, 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 etc., and she'd have been cool. And thirdly, why would you tell her she's getting out, organized to call your ride and everything fucking else, to let her go and go straight into immigration and that man is outside waiting for her? You could have said the good news is you're getting out, the bad news is you ain't you a citizen and you going to immigration. Like, that shit pissed me off so bad. And after she turned in Gloria and everything too. Maria. I didn't like Maria's storyline at all. I didn't. She was running from Gloria. Then she thought she was somebody tried to drown her, which I thought for sure it was the guard with the PTSD that tried to drown her. But it wasn't. They tried to say, you must have tried to kill yourself. How the fuck does that work? And you try and drown yourself in the toilet? It doesn't. Your fight or flight will kick in. If you try to drown yourself, unless you put cement blocks and try to fall into a very low, very deep body of water, your own human self will not allow you to drown yourself. That is a fact. Look it up. That's why if you want to kill yourself and you try to drown yourself, you have to, and you want to drown yourself, you got to weigh yourself down because you will naturally, automatically try to fight. It don't work. So how they decided she had to go to psych for that because she tried to kill herself in the toilet, I don't fucking know. But then all of a sudden, she found God, which is fine. But then the crazy lady that killed all of her goddamn kids is the one that said, I just have a compulsion and I tried to drown you. My bad. My bad. And all of a sudden, now I want to be part of the riot because I'm mad. Then gets out there and says, hey, I'm trying to do the right thing right now. We got to pick teams. We got to repick teams. Fuck that shit. And I don't understand how that stopped anything either because they was on different teams. You still could have threw the signal and you just been closer to somebody to kill because you was on their same team. Didn't get that either. Gloria's storyline also was bullshit. Sorry about it. It was. Once her and Maria ain't want to beef no more, it was kind of stupid. I understand. She was Di's prison mother, and she was supposed to take care of Di, but Di, like, things is different now. I take care of you in here. Her trying to tell the people about the fantasy and don't fight and the greater good and blah, 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 blah. Her storyline was stupid, too. Nikki, we got another Nikki flashback of her bar mitzvah and how he is because her father got her a lawyer who was actually his fiance, and Nikki trying to stop everything because Red is on the other squad. Now they both actually part of the C Block and B Block gangs, and yo, this season was kind of trash. Like, I'm just being honest. Red kind of had the best. Nah, she didn't. But Red's storyline, when she jumped at Frida instead of going to see them grandkids, I was so mad at her. Because I'm like, what did you really think you was going to do to her? You wasn't going to get her. You wasn't going to kill her. You lost seeing your grandchild and you in the shoe now. For what? For y'all old asses to tussle a little bit for you to say, I trusted you. Move the fuck on. Because guess what? Your son ain't never going to bring them grandkids back now. You fucked that up. We talked about Tasty. We didn't talk about the guard, Tamika, and how they used to be friends. Like, I'm going through everybody, and I'm just like, what did I like about this? For real. I did like Caputo and Fig. I liked that storyline. We got to see a little bit of humanity in Fig. I would honestly, I know we don't get guard backstories and stuff like that a lot of times. I need a Fig backstory. I believe we're probably going to get one in season 7 only because y'all tried to humanize her a little bit too much this season. You trying to turn this on her because everybody hate Fig. We hate Linda now. Oh, we hate Linda. I always hated Linda, but we really hate Linda now. But you're trying to humanize Fig a little bit. In the little thing where they was in the bar and she got pulled up after the Bruce Springsteen story. But baby, if that's how you was going to dance, you ain't deserve to get pulled up no way because you're a mess. But I need some more backstory on Fig. That's the backstory we could have had instead of fucking Madison. For real, for real. Or for that matter, the Nikki Nichols bar mitzvah wasn't all that damn necessary. Not right now. Not when she wasn't really that. That storyline came and went so quick. My father, I'm estranged from him. He's going to come help me because I'm in some real trouble now. But you know what? He's still the same as what he used to be, and now I don't want his help. Oh, but Red, I got to come to you because they're trying to give me 70 years. Red, like, it's okay. Tell on me. We didn't need a flashback for that. Not right then. Suzanne was here to be the comic relief. I'm like, there's not going to be any more to this. Her knowing this secret, she refers to it a lot. But like, I thought that was going to be more of something that happened at the end where she was going to get to Black Cindy and like, Suzanne, we have to tell the truth now. We ain't get that. All we got is a Black Flocka telling Black Cindy, you got to forgive yourself for that shit, bitch. And then all of a sudden it's all good. Your friend gonna do life for second-degree murder and inciting a riot. Maybe don't be so goddamn happy. Pennsatucky ended up leaving the boyfriend and turning herself back in. I wouldn't have turned myself back in, but I would have left that dude. But why wouldn't you have left that dude? He fucking raped you. She got issues. But I did like the dynamic of her and Suzanne because both of them is like crazy as fuck. And it was cute. We talked about Daddy, Linda. Oh, this bitter bitch. And when Fig told her, that's what I said when Fig told her, like, oh yeah, oh well, Joe must have messed up the numbers on the count because she like, oh yeah, he's a dick and I fucked him too, but he ain't fucking up no numbers that she took up for him. I was like, all right, Fig, all right, Fig. Melinda, this bitch, and her wig, she paid off. Oh, I can't think of her name. It's not Loretta. You know, Laverne Cox's character, and she got early release too, so we ain't gonna see her no more. But she was barely in the shoot. What was the scene where we went to Ohio for like a hot skipping and jumping scene, Big Boo for like 30 fucking seconds? And we seen Lori Petty for like 30 fucking seconds. Like, that's the shit that was pissing me off about this episode. Like, you gave Tasty storyline so little time. You introduced new characters we ain't even gonna see no more after this goddamn season. The girl that broke her nose got early release too. You introduced us to characters we ain't gonna see no fucking more. And then we just got like random, well, Big Boo is in Cleveland. Hi, Big Boo. Hi, Lolly. Gingy Cohen. Should have never motherfucking left Lynchfield. The guards, they're pieces of shit. Pretty much all of them. Hellman. Except for the one, well, the one that's married to Dad's mom, too. Well, not married to. But she dating and got her selling dope. Because she don't got no skills to do nothing else. Same thing with Tasty. That's the sad thing about Tasty is because y'all don't remember, Tasty got out and couldn't cut it out and purposely came back to prison, and now look where she at. And guess what? Dad's mom gonna end up being back too, because what happened is she got that guard realizing that his life ain't shit too. And what's gonna happen is you gotta get caught. She really literally said, now my daughter is on this shit. But if we stop doing it, she just gonna get it from somebody else. So fuck it. She got life in prison. I gotta save my other kids. That's fucked up. But that might be the most fucking practical thing she ever fucking did. Honestly. Because she right. She been in prison long enough to know if she on drugs now, she gotta get herself off drugs. If we stop supplying it, we just gonna be broke still living here with your nana. I ain't never gonna be able to get my other kids back, and they all gonna end up like her. It's fucked up, but what do you do? And then finally, I said that about Dia, like, I never thought that she would get down like that. I'm kind of disappointed about that. It kept my interest a lot, but the majority of what kept my interest was Daddy's backstory and Carol and Barb. We ain't even got Carol and Barb no more. Now Alex, oh yeah, how easy did that get away with? Please stop picking on Piper. I'll start working for Carol. Carol want all her soldiers out there. Well, Piper is out and Carol is dead, so Alex just got away with that shit scot-free. Now, what she's going to have to do? She's going to have to deal with Madison next season. Do we care? What now? It's going to be beef between Cindy and Tasty? Don't nobody want to see that. You got two of the happiest, usually the happiest, more jovial characters, so two of the more comical characters. We don't really want that. You got motherfuckers that say, it's just Red and Gloria in the shoe together, talking. They gonna be fast friends now? Like, Lorna is having her baby. Do we care what's gonna happen? Because what, Vinny gotta come get the baby now? Did we care? And we never got nothing about Vinny coming to visit her? Is she pregnant? And he know? It's just, this is what happened to Weeds after they left aggressive. We had characters that we really, really liked. Like Big Boo was my bitch. And thank you for giving me all the 30 seconds of Big Boo. Is she going to get transferred to Litchfield Max? What's cracking? What's happening? And for real, you have something like a riot. And let's keep this real for real, all the way 100. You had 10 inmates that were involved that y'all wanted to say these got to be the leaders of the riots. These got to be the ones, the main ones that's doing it. We're going to try to pin it on all of these. And some kind of way, all 10 of them is the only ones that went to Litchfield. I mean, they ain't the only ones, but they went to Litchfield Max. You didn't split up the 10 people that y'all thought was in cahoots that really started this riot that was in that bunker. You didn't split them up. Oh, you had them in ASAG or whatever the fuck that was, so they couldn't talk to each other. But you ain't sending them all to different prisons. What the fuck ever. I got issues. I got problems. We can talk about it. Comment below. Let me know. I'll get back with y'all like I always do. Thank you to my patrons. Thank you to my people that donate on PayPal. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all saw the crawl at the beginning of this shit if you made it to this part. You know this shit ain't getting monetized. Help your girl out if you got it. If you don't, that's okay. Pink Ladies and T-Birds, thank you for subscribing. If you're not a Pink Lady or T-Bird, that's a real easy fix. Go ahead and subscribe by clicking Sailor Jimmy at the end or down below. If you do that, hit notification. This is my third YouTube series. Second, I did third. I was gonna do Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. I didn't get a favorable thing. This is my third YouTube series that I've reviewed. So I tend to do those like all in one or maybe in like 2 or 3 parts. When new shit come out, subscribe. You'll know if I fucking decided to review it or not. Also, I'm doing polls and shit now. They gave your girl the community tab, so you can request shit or vote on shit. So go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thank you so much for watching, all of you. It's hot as fuck under these lights in my prison garb, so I'm gonna roll the fuck out. Keep it greasy. Deuces.
Kamehameha attack is blazing, I'm so amazing. Japanimation, the anime on your cartoon station. So fulfilling, no adults swimming for about an hour. Revealing power, unorthodox amongst these cowards. Full transformation for Optimus Prime transformation. A good vibration from